Earlier today, a friend of mine referred to this pandemic time as this time of great fear. This time of great fear. And I think he's right. There are many things happening during this time that cause great fear within our hearts. It could be the fear of the virus, the fear of getting sick with it, the fear of a hospital stay, the fear of death. It could be the fear of loneliness, of isolation. It could be the fear of a loss of relationships. It could be even the fear of yourself that's getting the best of you. And maybe this isolation, maybe this time away from your normal routines and your normal habits, it hasn't brought out the best in you. And you're not the only one who's seen that. Others have too. This time of great fear. The Israelites, of course, had a time of great fear as they were standing between the waters of the Red Sea and the Egyptians who were behind them. They were afraid, very much afraid of both of those things. They looked into the water and they were afraid that this was too big of a barrier for them to get through. They looked behind them and they said, this is too fast or too powerful of an enemy. I can't outrun it. It's going to catch up with me. And that's why a couple of verses in Exodus chapter 14 are so wonderful. It talks about, God divided the Red Sea, and the Israelites walked through. And then God closed the waters before the Egyptians could catch up to them. And the way that it describes how all of that happened at the end is just really, really significant, where it says that the Israelites, they walked through the walls of water. They walked through on dry ground. On dry ground. Not one drop of water ever touched them. Dry ground. And then when they got safely to the other side, they looked back at the Egyptians that they were so afraid of. And they were nowhere near them. They were dead. They couldn't do anything against them. And as they were standing on that opposite shore, they must have realized at some point that everything they feared, it never actually touched them. Didn't even touch them. And maybe you wish that you could have a moment like that. Well, Jesus died to give you the right to know that you will. To know that you will experience a day when it will be as if everything you feared had never even touched you. Jesus died to give you the right to know that one day you will be standing in a place where there is no more death, or crying, or pain, and where everything that causes us to cry so hard with fear, God will have already wiped all those tears away. He gave you that right to know that no matter what you're afraid of today, no matter what we go through today that makes us afraid, just like the Israelites went through things that made them feel afraid, those fears don't have to own us, because you are owned already by the God who overcame everything we fear with his empty grave. So rest well tonight, my friends. We go through these moments that cause us fear, but we have a God who guarantees the greatest end.